Okay, I am outside of ZEYO. Apparently they have a speed eating challenge, which I'm going to take on. I did a food challenge yesterday and my mouth is like horribly burned still. So hopefully it doesn't impede me. Alright, let me go over the details of this challenge real quick. It's a monthly challenge and the top 3 of every month wins 3 free curry udon vouchers. The challenge itself consists of the curry soup, udon noodles, and rice. The advertisement is a little bit deceiving because they call it a 1 kilo curry udon rice challenge, but in reality, when everything is weighed, the udon and rice equals a kilo. And then you have the soup and pork, which also weighs half a kilo. So total, it's 1.5 kilos. And yeah, you just gotta eat all of this as fast as you possibly can. Here you can see me mixing it all up. So the really cool thing about this place is that they let you prepare everything. I've never seen such a challenge before, you know. Usually they bring it out to you and then you just have to go as soon as possible. And sometimes they get antsy and they push you to start the challenge quicker. But yeah, this place, they serve it hot and they actually recommend that you let it cool down. And so they'll let you sit there for like, I don't even know how long I was sitting there, maybe like 15 minutes. Yeah, I let it cool down. You can kind of see after I put all of this together, I don't know what the hell am I even doing? I think I am airing out the curry soup and the noodles, just transferring it, letting it be exposed to the cooler air, because as you can see from the beginning, that soup was like steaming hot, you know? Yeah, okay, yeah, it's kind of making sense to me now. I'm just dipping in the cold udon. The udon is given to you cold, so I'm using that to cool down the soup. And then once the soup heats up the udon, then I transfer it to the bowl rice. Yeah. Just a caveat, this video was shot like I don't even know how long ago. Maybe 2 years ago. This video was shot a long time ago, so I barely remember what the heck happened that day. As you can kind of see, I kind of look totally different to how I look in the video. At the time, I was traveling around Japan doing these food challenges and just going to different restaurants, trying out like the dekamori menu, which is like the large serving size menu. So I was using that as an experience to eat a fuck ton of food, but also use that food to fuel my bulk. So I'm looking a tiny bit chubby there. As the journey continues and I go to like different prefectures of Japan, you can kind of see I get chubbier and chubbier. I'm still assembling this thing. I'm just fucking taking my time, Okay, what's going on here? Okay, so I've finally mixed everything together and then just using my hands to see how hot the bowl is, because I think I made a mistake and I didn't air out the rice. So the udon on top was kind of cooling down at a good speed, but then like the rice at the bottom just had like there's just nowhere for the heat to escape really, so I kind of like fucked up there. But I think it was all right in the end. The rice ended up not being like scaldingly hot, but I think I was just like really super sensitive because, as you heard earlier, my mouth was already like super effed up from being burnt in a previous challenge. Yeah, this shop itself is in like a university district area, and it's like a really bustling kind of place. A lot of students go here because the food is like super cheap, and also this challenge brings in a good crowd. And yeah, I think this is my first time ever eating curry udon, so I'm a little bit disappointed that it had to be a speed challenge, because I really wanted to just sit there and enjoy it, you know. The foodie in me really wanted to enjoy it. Yeah, here I'm not convinced that the heat is escaping, so I'm trying to play with the noodles and let the hot air escape. So here we are, we're gonna start. I call over the worker. She's holding the timer herself, and she's gonna start it for me. so gross. That slurping. I'm so sorry you have to watch this. This is the thing that I hate about food challenges, is that I think visually it's just a disgusting ass thing to look at. And I dropped a piece of noodle on the table and another one. It's so embarrassing. My technique right here is I'm just shoveling it in, and I don't think I'm really biting or chewing. I think I'm just legit swallowing the noodles whole. Using the curry soup as like lubrication. Yikes. So it looks like I'm done with most of the udon. There's still a pork there. And I switched from the noodles. Damn it. I switched from the chopsticks to that spoon, and now I'm just shoveling in the rice. I think my mistake in preparation is that I didn't mix the soup with the rice, and so if I did that, it would have been like super soft, you know. But looking at the video, it looks a little bit hard to shovel, but not doing too bad. Just a lot slower than I wished, because I wanted to come in and smash this. Actually, the record at the time of recording this is 28 freaking seconds. 28 seconds. I still can't even believe that. But that was done by a local guy who actually comes to the shop frequently to do the challenge again and again. So it's kind of like those guys that come to the arcade games and just like really master it. Apparently this local guy's kind of the same thing, and he hit 28 seconds. So I'm almost done, just cleaning up my freaking embarrassing mess, and that's it. Not too bad, not too bad. And yeah, I have a runny nose again. It always happens when I eat fast. Yeah, overall, I don't think the effort was too bad. It was pretty good. 2 minutes 30 is what I got, and that got me into the top 3 of the month. I'll show a picture of that current month's leaderboard. But yeah, so that was the ZEYO curry udon speed challenge. I had a lot of fun doing that. I highly recommend it if you're in the Ibaraki area. It was also my first time doing like a legit speed challenge of that style, where they had like the leaderboard. I thought that was really, really cool. And what do you call it? Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I definitely want to go back to Ibaraki one day and do that challenge again. And then maybe even like, you know, like try some of their regular menu and just eat that nice and slow. Because they do have like a big menu, and the curry udon, I do remember, was really, really good. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one. I give ZEYO's udon curry an 8.3 out of 10.